Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Bloodalytics review of the alpha version of the Bloodalytics system that I've been working on for the last month and a half. I've been forward testing for 3 weeks now with crazy great results. Again, past performance is not indicative of future results, so let me just make that disclaimer. Just because it's been working the last 3 weeks for me doesn't mean it's going to work going forward. So I just got to get that all out the way so we can set the expectations correctly. Before jumping into everything, bloodalytics.com, we have all the previous months up there. Okay, you guys can check out all the performance for Bitcoin versus USDT. You can check out Ethereum versus USDT and Binance, all the live performance statistics for the past 3 months. We're going into month 4 now, but the first quarter is definitely in the books for us, and you can check all that out and sign up, of course, if you would like. I always have the 50% off promotion going on for you if you're interested and have $1,000 at minimum to deposit into your Fairdesk account. You can do that and send me an email with your UID number. Okay, that'll be up here at the top when you hover over there. Send me that number after depositing and signing up with the link in the description of this video, and I will offer you a 50% off promo code. So definitely do that if you're interested. But other than that, I'm mostly speaking to all the Bloodalytics members currently involved in the Signal service. So what am I doing today in this video? Today I will be explaining the overall concept and method behind this alpha strategy. It's slightly different than the current system that is live and that you're paying for. It should be used as an addition or an addendum to your strategy in trading the Bloodalytics system that we all know of today, which is going to be this screen right here. So we all know this 3-pane window. This link is, of course, shared with you once you sign up with Bloodalytics and you are given access to the script in TradingView. The only way you can see this script, of course, is if you have a pro account. So you would have to upgrade your account in TradingView to at least the pro level, which you guys see here. You've got pro for a monthly $14.95, or if you want to pay for the annual, it's $155 for the whole year. Pro Plus, I'm going to go over this today because this is one that you do need if you're going to take advantage of the alpha system, and I'll get into the details on that here shortly. So let's jump right into it. As you guys know, and you should be familiar with how the system works currently, I always tell you guys, don't trade on Saturday. Even though I have both Saturday and Sunday denoting the weekend, I only suggest you trade on Sunday going into the week, because typically that is when the trend is set and we figure out the direction we're going to go going into that Monday. And at the time of recording, as you guys can see here, we did go short earlier today on Sunday, and we're now heading into Monday's trading session with this short looking pretty good there at the moment. But what I want to show you is all about the alpha program. Now, this system I developed maybe about a month and a half ago. Actually came about it by mistake. It was based on me looking at different and new strategies and how to outperform the markets, right? And I came up with an idea using a strategy or a price feed that wasn't based on literally just time. In traditional charts, each bar represents some type of increment in time. If you're on a 10-minute chart, you're on a 15-minute chart, 30-minute, hour, daily, whatever it is, each bar represents that time resolution going forward. So as you guys may know, we're using the 13-minute chart for Bloodalytics, so each bar represents 13 minutes. With the new system, we're not using time. It's only on price behavior or price action. Time is not calculated in figuring out which direction we go. I don't know if I can explain that any better than that, but in general, that is what is the biggest difference in the alpha strategy versus your traditional Bloodalytics strategy that is live for you guys right now. It does give an advantage to trading and getting in position before other people do. And so what do I mean by that? I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of trades that happened last week, and even I'll show you today's trade, and we can take a look at how much earlier we're able to get into this trade versus Bloodalytics. You guys have a pinned message in the trade log and Bloodalytics members chat room that provides you a link to the public alpha chart. As of right now, I only have this synced up for Bitcoin versus USD and Ethereum versus USD. The reason I am using a line chart is simply because this is the easiest way to, in a continuous fashion, track the price of the asset, because there are gaps in this. But because it's a line chart, it's going to fill the gap with the line into the next data point. So this is why I'm using a line chart. What I'm going to do is start with last week on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we went long with the alpha system. And again, I'm going to show you today how you can use this as a complementary system to the Bloodalytics system, meaning you can possibly use this as additional take profit action and for both long and short trades. It's up to you. You can use this solely as a way to go in and out of a position, to give you the trigger to go in and out of a position. You're more than welcome to do that once I set up the new chat room that will be available for those who want to test this out and be a part of the alpha/beta testing group for this new Bloodalytics strategy. Again, it's really not a new strategy. It's just a new way of coming to a conclusion. The actual strategy is the same. It's just using a different data feed, which I found, again, by mistake, to definitely give us even better entry and exit points. So once the chat room is available, it will be available this week. That is the week of December 11th. I will have that up for you guys this week, so you can opt in, and it will basically be the same type of chat room that we have with the Bloodalytics trade log room, and you'll just be pushed a buy, a sell, a take profit, so on and so forth for both Ethereum versus USD and a Bitcoin versus USD. So let me show you really quickly, just giving a side-by-side comparison. If we go back to last week, December 7th at 9:18, we went long with the alpha signal. We went long. I'm going to compare that and go back to December 7th for our normal strategy. So on December 7th, if you take a look here, we went long on not the orange arrow. It's going to be on the following, or the close of that bar is when we went long. So if you look here, I went back to December 7th at 9:18. This is where, and I'll toggle back, but this is where we went long on Bitcoin for the alpha system. See, I'm going to mark this for you so you can have this as a visual reference. I'm just going to say 9:18, boom, right there. That's where we went long on our Bitcoin versus USDT long. You see where we went long on the traditional Bitcoin versus USD Bloodalytics system the following day at 9:57. Now, I will have to say right now the markets are dead. FTX has ruined liquidity, so you're having periods of literally flat lines in the market. So it's very tough for us right now to take advantage of great swings and trades and volatility, but it would be even better, and you'll see even better results once we have more volatility and liquidity in the market. So you just got to be patient, and who knows when that is going to come back. But hopefully after the new year, some of this stuff washes out. This bad news is hovering over us in the industry because of FTX. We'll get back to some regular ebb and flows in the markets that we'll be able to exploit with Bloodalytics. Now again, you take a look at that. I'm going to do a ruler here and just give you how many hours that is. Literally a day and 39 minutes later is when we went long on Bitcoin, versus here on the alpha we went long December 7th at 9:05 roughly, not even 9:10. We went long on Bitcoin. And what I would do, this is what I mean by, and I'm giving you an example how you can potentially use this in conjunction with Bloodalytics, not just using the alpha solely, because I want to just warn you guys, as I stated in the message I put in the room, the alpha system is that, just alpha. It's not even at beta. I've been forward testing it only for 3 weeks. That's not enough time. The way that the system back tests the results, I wouldn't say it's unreliable, because it's not. I'm getting very similar performance when I'm forward testing or testing it live, but there are bugs where you're trying to set a range to look at for performance on the strategy, and it just doesn't work correctly. So it can't, in the most accurate way, show you the true performance. It's not as accurate back testing, just relying solely on the strategy tester, You need to forward test this, and that's why I'm doing that now. But I wanted to give you guys access to it after using it for 3 weeks now. I am at least that confident to give you that, right? I can at least give you that ability to trade along with me. Again, knowing that this is alpha and it is not necessarily ready for prime time. But as I stated, what I and how I would use this strategy here, guys, would be if, as you guys see, we were in a short position earlier that day, Bloodalytics, we went short right there because we got a long signal. At the alpha strategy, you could take some of your profits here, either some or all, whatever. You have to figure out how you want to integrate the alpha signal into the live strategy with Bloodalytics. But that gives you an idea and how you can integrate this and roll these into one strategy by basically use the Bloodalytics system as an entry and exit point overall, but you can use the alpha system as an additional take profit for your trades. So because we were short and we got a long signal for alpha, that means the opposite, right? So you want to take some of your position off the table on that short. And if we go down here to where we ended up eventually going long on December 8th at 9:57 on that Bitcoin trade, let's see where you would take some profits on that long trade based on the alpha signal. The alpha signal had us go long here, and we changed or closed that position and went short right here at around 8:26 on December 9th. So let's take a look at 8:26 on December 9th and see where that is. 8:26 on December 9th ends up being just 1 bar shy of where we were, 2 bars shy of where we would have exited with our traditional long signal. Okay, so in that instance, it was early, but just 2 bars early. But early is more money. Okay, early it equals more money from your gains. So just keep that in mind. So that's an example. And then going into the weekend, again, I really suggest not trading at all on Saturdays, but you can. Sometimes, very rarely, you would see a move that starts on Saturday and continues on into Monday. But typically, I would say start being on the lookout to trade on Sundays and taking the trades that you see come through on Sunday. So that's an example. There was a toggle scenario here where we were long on Sunday, went short, then we went back long. This is something that I'm going to go over this. That is a con of this system. Unfortunately, it's going to toggle more than it would in our live signal. The alpha signal will go back and forth a few times. So you need to keep that in mind, and that's why you don't want to bet the house on each trade, because you don't know how many times we're going to go back and forth. The most I've seen, honestly, are about 3 or 4 toggles before an actual trend was found. But again, if you put a lot on the trade, you could draw your account down significantly before the actual trend is placed. So you can see you can use this as an additional take profit signal for your main position or trend we're going in with Bloodalytics. So that is just an example to show you how you can use this in conjunction with the system. Now, again, I just want to make sure you guys know and understand there are going to be more false signals with the alpha system than there is with the live system. And maybe I will, by the time I want to make this live, if we're going to transition into this being the system that we use, I may do some tweaks to the parameters to weed out and be less sensitive. It just depends. I need to trade this for another 3 months or so to figure out how reliable this is, but the system does work and it is profitable. You just have to be patient with the toggling. As you can see here, let me just bring this out, this area right here, a lot of toggling back and forth. So you have to be patient. Short, long, and that finally on that long we did get some profits there. This system does also incorporate take profit points, and they are dynamic. Unlike the current system, they're not dynamic. They are fixed points at which we take profits. This does not behave the same way. This is part of the system that I was upgrading Bloodalytics to, that was going to include dynamic take profits. I've included that code and logic in this one because mine as well, because I was using it in the improvements that I was working on with Bloodalytics. So those purple dots denote take profits for those trades that we're in. So keep that in mind. But again, watch out for the false signals. There will be more than usual when you're dealing with the alpha system. So don't bet the house on every trade, because you will have a few toggle back and forth signals before you get the actual signal. This is a great signal. Here's another example. We went short over the weekend again on a Sunday, November 20th at 340. And this was a huge trade. Okay, that was a big trade there. November 20th altogether, you're talking about roughly 3% move there. That's a huge move. Sometimes it's a big gap where you're talking about a day or so. That's, of course, when the markets are very calm. But typically, you're talking about 30 to an hour earlier on your entry points for your trades compared to the live system, which is good. Again, every additional point counts. So it adds up over time. It definitely adds up over time. So keep that in mind. Again, this week I will be creating the chat room or trade log room for the alpha signal. So you guys will have an alert push to your phone. You will no longer have to keep checking the charts to see what the hell is going on. So I know that can be tedious. And at some point we will have the Bloodalytics system synced up to where it can trade your account potentially. We're still working on it, but that is the goal for Fair Desk very soon. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any more questions, hit me up in the chat room. I'm there to help you for sure. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here. Holla.